The men's 200 freestyle for the S3 classification. The favourite for this one will be Dmytro VYNOHRADETS from Ukraine. He may be challenged by the young Russian Alexander MAKAROV in lane number 5. Here they come out, Giles. It's moving down the numerical classifications down to the S3 class.
Absolutely. For those with much less motor control than we've certainly than we've seen in the S14s, who are in a physical sense able-bodied, and really disability swimming all about minimizing the effect of your disability and maximizing what you have got, and thinking creatively as well, thinking how are you going to minimize that disability, how are you going to get around it, how are you going to improve your streamlining.
Swimmers are behind the blocks now. We saw KHOLUKHOEV from Russia in lane number 1, Miguel MARTINEZ TAJUELO in 2, Vincenzo BONI from Italy in 3, Dmytro VYNOHRADETS. He will be the favourite for this one, the gold medalist in this event at all the major championships. Alexander MAKAROV, the 18-year-olds, showed some good technique this morning, especially in his turns, very swift turns for MAKAROV. Ioannis KOSTAKIS from Greece, the experienced man, 4 times a Paralympian for the Greek team. PATTERSON, nicknamed Scooter, not sure why. And there's lane 8, Mikael FREDRIKSSON from Sweden. It's one of these S3 events, Giles, where we'll see a number of starting techniques employed. It's quite interesting to see the different ways that the swimmers will start this, depending on their disability.
Yeah, most will start from using a water start, and will either hang on to the block themselves, or their coach, there you can see their coach's hands coming down, will hold their feet against the timing pad. That's MAKAROV. Now the coach is not allowed to push them in any way. As soon as they hear the gun, all the coach can do is just let go.
Take your marks.
Mikael FREDRIKSSON there in the outside lane, taking advantage of that start from the block. He has impairment in his legs, with impairment in his arms here. As soon as they get into the stroke, Mikael FREDRIKSSON struggling to stay pace with a very long reach of Dmytro VYNOHRADETS from Ukraine. He goes immediately into an early lead. It is freestyle, of course. We see a number of the swimmers doing the front crawl stroke, but I think the bulk of the swimmers at the moment, in fact about half and half actually, doing backstroke or front crawl there. And it is Dmytro VYNOHRADETS first to the turn. MAKAROV looks like he's in 2nd position. In fact, it's not. It's Vincenzo BONI who went over in 2nd position, but MAKAROV gets that very, very good turn that we saw in the heats, brings him into 2nd place, but he's already struggling to stay pace with VYNOHRADETS.
Yeah, MAKAROV is very good in rotation. Given the what he has to turn around, he's got very limited use from quite high up on his chest. He brings both arms over together. This is VYNOHRADETS, so nice, evenly timed freestyle stroke, nice roll, and manages to keep his body position quite high. You can't quite see that through the surface of the water here. There, we can see just from our commentary position, he manages to keep his hips very, very high, and that's incredibly important in swimming because it helps minimize the drag. Here we go, round the wall, and he does that sort of nice kind of rollover. MAKAROV turning himself round very quickly there, and BONI, who had, in lane 3, who had built up and caught MAKAROV back. Well, he just lost it all around that turn and is now 3 meters behind.
Could well be first medal though for the Italians here so far. They've had a very strong squad. They built up a strong squad over the past few years, and Vincenzo BONI looking in good shape in the medal positions at the moment. VYNOHRADETS has a clear lead, but MAKAROV is trying to challenge the Ukrainian now as they come into the last turn. Still pretty much clear lead of about 3 meters though, so VYNOHRADETS should be able to hold on to this one, but MAKAROV is certainly not giving up the ghost here. VYNOHRADETS being chased by MAKAROV there, with BONI in 3rd position as they go over that last turn.
Well, VYNOHRADETS dropped his stroke turnover ever so slightly on that third 50 meters. He looks to be picking that up again. He almost giving himself a break in that 200 meters, allowing MAKAROV to come back, but he's very, very slightly increased it. As you see that left hand come over, it almost goes in upside down. He does quite well at flipping it back over onto its top side so he can start using it to gain leverage. And he's coming now into the final 10 meters, Paul.
It looks like it is going to be another world title to Dmytro VYNOHRADETS of Ukraine. He comes home with a clear advantage over the 2nd place swimmer, who will be Alexander MAKAROV, the 18-year-old from Russia, in for 2nd position. 6 seconds was the margin at the end there. And in 3rd place, it is going to be a medal for Italy. Vincenzo BONI from Italy in 3rd place in 3:41.96. And he is followed home by Miguel Martinez TAJUELO for the Spanish team in 2nd position. Grant Patterson in there for the Australian team in lane number 7, just ahead of Ioannis KOSTAKIS. VYNOHRADETS, really, when he got away in those early stages though, Giles, there was really no catching the man from Ukraine.
Certainly wasn't here. Coming into the finish now. Good inverted butterfly kick. He's kind of switched his stroke during the race. Has to touch with his head, of course. A big smile there.
Well, MAKAROV, 4th place at the European Championships. He's promoted himself to the silver medal position here. But Dmytro VYNOHRADETS really strong at the front of the stroke there. He kept that going all the way to the end there. Very, very long and smooth stroke all the way through that 200. VYNOHRADETS will take the gold medal and time of 3:28, which is significantly faster than he went in the heats. The results of the men's 200 meters freestyle S3, Dmytro VYNOHRADETS from Ukraine is the world champion, ahead of silver medalist Alexander MAKAROV from Russia and bronze medalist Vincenzo BONI from Italy.